Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Mike 29. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Come on, set, 8, read.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ready.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Greystone, travel.
29 is Mike 29.
Big grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Mike 29. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, able to avoid him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go
6
now.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go, go.
95, Mike. Watch 95. Watch the curve.
2nd and 4. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Looking to throw. Stevens. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
Denver
90
offense
volts.
at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that
three.
resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Ready up.
Mike 29.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 7.
Ready. 30 bigs.
29. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Echo.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's go, baby.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, We've seen success occur.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Pull it high.
No gain on the play. 2nd
Hey,
and
Orbit.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Check his Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Lee Griffin.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A gain of 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We want it. Come
Get it.
Now they'll run it on the taunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. 45 the mic. Let's get it together.
Two.
Off the play fake. Stevens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Broncos
Get ready.
at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they get into their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Jefferson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's got to double up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Here we go. Ready?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned. On the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
The final shot before break. Stevens eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find that. He will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
And he's going to go down again. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's go.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Run.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive line? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Move.
From the 38, Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 down. Check.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a really good defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got tight right there.
General West. Hey, exit. 5.
Back to throw. Stevens, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Las Vegas.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, here we go.
Let's go.
Off play action. Stevens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down. Stevens. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Come on,
such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bravo.
Throwing on first down. Stevens escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
45.
Looking to throw. Stevens buying time to his left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them to have to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing his lock on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Ready.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Locke, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On first down, Jefferson. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. We got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Blue draw Corker.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Pick the edge. Come.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. They'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Here we go.
Bradley Chubb. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I got 83.
From the gun, Stevens eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors,